Mandera County continues to worsen day by day and almost mutating into a total humanitarian crisis. Mandera County government has been forced to feed wild animals who have moved into villages in search of pasture and water. So dire is the situation that animals have died in their numbers with little intervention from the government. Mwangi Maina now reports.
Tens of carcasses of wild and domestic animals is the first thing that greets you on arrival at Sakaba village in Mandera West, Mandera County, the ultimate victims of the dry spell that has persisted for many months in this part of the country. For almost 2 years, the region has not received rains, with more than 200,000 people on the brink of starvation. So dire is the situation that wild animals are now competing for the little resources with human beings. Baboons from the neighboring Takaba Hills have moved into the neighboring villages in search of water and food. In this part of Mandera County, it is survival for the fittest between human beings and baboons who rummage on anything that comes their way to quench thirst and satiate their hunger.
Personally went to the sea water. I told him we are only tracking for human beings and the livestock. Wildlife are dying. He agreed to discuss with the government and he called us after 2 days. They gave us fuel and water. Now we took the thing to the wildlife who have been tracking water for the wild animals, for monkeys almost. We have been tracking water about 8 places in Takaba.
A place where we are giving water to the monkeys in Takaba, plus some feed, so that these animals, the flora and fauna is not disturbed and these animals do not perish. Because we also, because of the leadership of this county led by His Excellency the Governor, it's our dream to see that no one dies, including the wild animals. And that's why we're even giving water to this wildlife.
Owing to the sorry situation that has resulted to animals dying in droves, Mandera County government has moved in to alleviate the situation by providing water and food. The baboons know it's mealtime when they spot officials from the county government who bring in cereals for them.
The situation will be a bit crisis. We may see more animals dying. And what we are appealing is, at the moment, it's only Mandera County government that is doing these drought mitigation issues. We don't have the national government, we don't have the NGO world, we are on our own. And therefore we have to struggle here and there because the situation is overwhelming. And we are appealing the stakeholders to come in because food is required, more water is required, more tankers are required, more collapsible tanks are required.
The battle is between saving the starving human beings and the dying wildlife. Due to their limited resources, the county government is calling on the Kenya Wildlife Service to move in quickly and salvage the situation, lest all the animals will perish as more and more people starve.
It seems the Kenya Wildlife Service is only concerned about animals that are kept in the national parks. They should also know that in northern Kenya and in Mandera County, there are so many animals. The challenge here is with the monkeys, the warthogs, the gazelles. So these are some of the animals that are suffering, and I think it's the high time they diversify how they try to help these animals, these wild animals in this part of the world.
In case rain fails, then probably with the resources they have, we might be heading for a disaster.
The burden of feeding people, livestock and wildlife has been left to the county government of Mandera, a county ravaged by desert locusts and drought. Mwangi Maina, TV 47, Nairobi.